Polo. All right, nerds. It's the Ultra Greed Ninjas podcast. We're here with me, fucking Metallicat 206.
Got your boy
Goddamn.
wavyp.
Yeah, wavyp and
CJ.
cjbangerz.
CJ on the beat.
It's a nice Sunday. Mother's Day is soon, huh?
Is it?
Is that wrong?
I know Easter's coming up or something like that.
I know February 14th was
Valentine's
Day.
You gotta
and
know
it's
that.
March now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Shit, let me check it out real quick.
I know my Aiden's birthday is the 7th. His birthday is
April
the
7th.
2nd. Huh?
April 7th, right? That Monday?
Yeah, 7th. Yeah, so his birthday is the 2nd. Your mom's birthday was the 5th, right?
No, it was yesterday.
Or yesterday, I'm
It was the
sorry.
8th.
The 8th. So
My birthday was last week, literally 7 days ago.
Anyway, all that's besides the point. I just
no,
was
you were
worried.
just asking me what I was just
What's
trying to.
coming up?
I was just trying to like.
No, I was just worried. I was just worried that because I always got to remember if Mother's Day is near my mom's birthday.
But when is Mother's Day?
St. Patty's is this month. Next month we
St.
got
Patrick's Day. Okay.
next month we got Easter, and then
Sarah's birthday's coming.
May is Mother's Day, dog.
Man, I knew it was an M month. Anyway, all that's besides the point. We had wavyp had took down some notes before we got started. He had some questions about some shit because we were doing the Bybit. This hasn't come out yet, it hasn't dropped yet because I haven't uploaded it yet. But we were talking a little bit about the Bybit hack, and he was like, I was like, oh, they weren't really explaining any of the mechanisms by which they hacked these guys. They were just saying there was like a exploit that they used. They didn't describe the exploit at all.
Yeah.
Now, I was interested because I wanted to know what the exploit was a little bit more than I wanted to know who was doing it.
Yeah.
Right. Now, then you were talking about why aren't more methods of hacking and shit more commonly known? And it's mostly because like for doing certain shit is like illegal, and like teaching people how to do that shit or telling people how to do it is also illegal, right? So it's like technically, if you want to learn, you would want to learn in the field or from somebody who is like teaching how to do. But like, there's the basics for cybersecurity are rooted in computers and computer mechanics overall. But a lot of people aren't going to tell you exactly how to do it because, like,
something you realize while you're working on it, type.
Not even there are some hacks where it's obvious, right? Where like there's this website called Hack This Site, right? They tell you they want you to hack their site, right? But they don't tell you how to do it, but they give you clues and little challenges to get you to see what level of a hacker you are, basically. Right? And it's like simple stuff like, did you know that most hacks that you want to do in the browser just require you to look at the source code of the page?
Like the letters and things and numbers on the
I used to do that to my grades. So like in like it would be a thing, or you could print out the page, and so we had to do like a weekly report. So like every 2 weeks or some shit like that. So in 10th grade, I would go in the computer lab, and you can just edit the source shit. So I just put like B, and then I just print it out and then give it to my dad.
So wait a minute. So you said editing the source code on something.
Yeah, like you can change how like he's saying the source, like the actual page, you can change it, but but what I did was just basically change the display.
Yeah, you did.
But that's the same thing.
That's the same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I edited the source code to change the display as opposed to actually changing the grade in the system.
Right. That's also considered a hack.
Yeah.
Because when the people see the page that he's trying to show it to, it's like there's nothing obvious that looks like he did anything. And when they see it, it just says B and it says everything's good. But in the system, it's different. Now, if he could
just so I can get get it so he's not on my ass this week, I can actually just hurry up and do my shit and get it back to a B and do whatever I gotta do. Yeah. But if I drop down to a C, you can be like, fuck.
Okay.
Did you ever actually get it back up to a B?
One time I didn't.
One time you didn't? Got your ass beat? Or he said, did he ask how
got in trouble?
How did so it was like you were cool when he saw the fucking fake grade, right?
Yeah, because I only did it like once or twice because I didn't want to keep a habit of it. But I did do it once or twice, and I know I did just to keep him off my ass to get my grade up. But the second time I didn't get my grade up, and I was just asked out. So then I was just like, I don't want to keep doing it because then like I get lazy and like you feel me. I just edit the source code, do it last minute. And it wasn't flying. Yeah, I didn't want to get in the habit of that. So I still was fucking up, but like at least I wasn't lying about it. You know.
Like the difference between the difference between hacking and like being the difference between being a hacker and just like a regular coder or somebody that knows about computers, right? Is like you can know how to do all these things with a computer, but hacking is how you apply it to get results from a machine that were unintended.
Okay.
Yeah, like hacking a bank website to get their information.
Nah, man, there's really no. But here's the worst part about some of this shit is look. So there are niggas. There's different types of hackers. White hat hackers, black hat hackers, and gray hat. White hat is I'm hacking for good, right? I'm gonna make sure that when I hack this place, I let you know that you have this vulnerability. I'm gonna submit it to you, and I'm gonna say you should fix that. Black hat hacker, they're gonna go in. They're gonna be like, I'm gonna take advantage of that shit, get whatever I can get the fuck out. Boom, hit the lick. It's good. It's gone. Gray hat, they can go either way, right? Now
they might start off for good, but then they realize this shit is bad, so then they just like fuck it all up. But then also then they probably do some shit to where it's like they fucked it all up, but didn't say that they fucked it all up, but then let somebody know that they got some bad shit going on.
How a lot of white hat hackers go black is from really stupid enforcement of laws where it's like, so there's something simple and like called like they're called like URL or query exploits basically, right? They're called URL hacks. You ever see a URL that has like a question mark in it, followed by a bunch of information with like an equal sign and like some bullshit and another equal sign and some bullshit and some other symbols and words and some like that is a JavaScript query that passes information from the page you are on to the next page that you're going to with that information as part of its fucking send, right?
Yeah.
So there's really simple ways that if you have an insecure system that I can exploit using that query. And one of those things have actually been done. So like this one guy goes to his bank, right? Logs in and he sees the query thing for the URL for his account. And he's like, "Okay. So I can see my account cuz it's like this." He changes the number on it. Presses enter. And it takes him to somebody else's account and he can see it and manipulate it like it's his account. He does this several more times to like see that he can really do it and that it's consistent, that it's not just like a fluke thing or whatever. He can just change the account number and get into anybody's account. He calls the bank and says, "Yo, you guys got this exploit on your shit that exposes people's shit where people could just be taking money because they got fucking, like, all I gotta do is change the account number and I'm in somebody else's account." And then they go to him and say, "Okay, and how do you know it? How do you prove it?" He's like, "I did it. I can show it to y'all. Like, you can go do this yourself right now." Like, boo boo. They call the police on this nigga, the feds on this nigga, get this nigga caught up on jail time for hacking. After he did what you're supposed to do and said, "Yo, you got a problem here."
He didn't do it legally.
No, he like, like that is. He could have taken all that money, and nobody would have known shit, and they would have still been fucked and had the same problem.
In that situation, it's just like, I don't know, morality.
He did the right thing.
No, I say morality as far as the bank's concerned. Like, they don't give a fuck that he's doing the right thing. They just want to make sure that they look correct.
Yeah, they just want to look correct, which is the bullshit. So they're gonna call you a hacker and say you're fucked up. But companies like Google, to encourage people to find faults in their systems, they have stuff called code bounties, where if you find an exploit in their code and you submit it to them, they'll pay you like
X amount.
Yeah.
Depending on the exploit.
Depending on the exploit, they'll pay you.
Okay. Shit, that's interesting.
But yeah, a lot of it relates to, like, specifically when it comes to, especially hacking, when it's not just accessing information that you're not supposed to access, or accessing systems that you're not supposed to access via the internet.
So with this Snowden shit, did he hack or did he release?
it really depends on what you consider hacking. Most hacking is not a nigga doing some crazy code scrambling bullshit, sits at a thing and this running and doing fucking a bunch of shit, 1,000 permutations per second against their ultra fucking software where I click a bunch of times and I type a bunch of times, there's code scrawling and I gotta
Yeah, it's that woo cyber technology bullshit.
Yeah, that's that woo cyber technology bullshit. How real hacking goes is from like these funny memes where niggas be talking about, hey, you wanna hack the Pentagon? Okay, give me 1 second. I need to get this nigga. I need to go to this nigga's Facebook, find his email, find his interests, and then send him a fucking email and get on. I need to be doing some shit where he already gonna find me. Then get him interested in me so that when he does find me, I can send him an email after we've been chilling long enough. Where it's like, oh, you play WoW? Okay, hop on my Discord, join me in WoW. I'm gonna send you some leveling shit. Blah blah blah. After the first few work, I'm like, oh, it's a new league. I'm gonna send you a fucking hacked fucking file. I'm gonna send you a fucking thing that takes all your information, and you click on the link, and boom, got it.
You just ghost a nigga.
And then you just ghost them, yeah.
Damn.
Slowly stop playing with each other. You feel
What do you
me?
mean slowly?
You just stop playing with that nigga right there.
But they're right there. Once you got the hack, you don't need to fuck with this nigga no more.
My little brothers was doing dirty shit. Like, they weren't hacking like that, but they were hacking. They were like talking to niggas, being cool, getting their profile passwords, and then changing the password, locking niggas out their account.
That's hacking.
And then charging the buddy to get the password back.
That's hacking.
But by the time they would get the password back, it would already be sold to somebody else because niggas wanted the accounts that had special skins and shit on that
Damn.
Fortnite bullshit.
Damn. See, that's the classic hack. That's the classic hack. Get a nigga to trust you. Let him believe some bullshit. What's your password? Oh, I need it for this because you know I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna give you a bop with some boo bop.
Oh, but so he was doing. I was like, make your money, little nigga. I'll still be you gift cards. You know what I'm saying? Different time, different age. You know what I mean?
I can't believe kids was really doing that. How are they getting grown men's accounts?
I don't know. I think it was either grown men or people their age.
Okay.
They'd just be playing with people online, talking to them, you know, as friends, whatever. And then not only that, because they already had their own accounts and made a couple accounts and shit like that, they, with whatever they had on their account, be like, okay, here's a trade, let's go ahead and do this. And then just be on somebody just scammy shit as far as like sending their password over, but getting password from somebody else. Because like, sucker's a sucker. If a nigga send a password first, it's like, all right, then boom, nigga, I'm not about to send you my password back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then if you had enough time, nigga, you got some V-Bucks.
Can you send V-Bucks to your own account?
No, but you know what can happen?
They can buy V-Bucks for you?
You can buy V-Buck cards.
And then read you the code? That's some real Indian scammer shit. That's some real Indian scammer shit. Those Indian call center scams, that they're trying to get you to fucking be like, your machine is locked up. We need you to go here, enter this code to transfer some money from Google Pay. We need, because you can go into, you can go onto like the Google store.
Yeah.
Buy Google
Credits.
Not exactly credits, maybe credits, but it's kind of like a
token type shit.
It's like a card. It's like my gift card.
Yeah, but
you can send the Google App Store pay card bullshit.
Yeah, but you can send it to. It's like a virtual thing where you can send it to somebody else, or if you open it yourself, you can just read them the number and they can get the money. But what was real cold, remember that, not the Bybit hack, what was real cold is how they got, this is another classic, was how they got that one dude. Remember the dude who was balling out of control? He got caught because he was balling out of control, and he was like spending like $100,000 a fucking month.
You talking about that little ass
the Asian
kid,
cat?
Asian
yeah,
cat,
he was in college and shit.
Nah, he was like, he
was in
smart.
college.
He was,
yeah,
he was smart.
Smart
He was
niggas
like
in college.
17, 18 or some shit like that.
Him and like 3 other niggas.
Yeah, but like, it was basically like, it was a whole group of them. They had obtained this large amount of sum through doing some various like hacking or whatever.
But I'm saying they got him with El Clasico. El tech support from Coinbase needs your shit. And then they said, we need you to fucking remote view into your screen. So they remote it into a screen, right? And then they were like, just open your fucking coin thing, go to your shit, and show us your seed phrase. Once he showed the seed phrase, they fucking got him. Mm-hmm. All that shit was gone. Every last ETH.
How much ETH did they hit him for?
They hit this nigga for hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And that's the same dude that got caught up?
The only reason, but look. The only reason why they got caught up because the nigga started coming to school with fucking like Ferraris or Lambos.
What do you mean coming to school? He was doing trips everywhere, parties every night, $100,000 a month or more.
Yeah, I think he had a 50K tab on one spot, nigga. That shit was crazy.
Paid it off.
He paid it off same night. And they're all like, who is this nigga? So they're all looking him up.
And he was showing it on his Instagram and shit too.
Yeah,
he was getting on he was getting on private jets. He had like $100,000 cars in his driveway deep.
How many years is he getting?
Well, he's
probably life.
He's getting a long fucking time.
And then he's out of here.
He's out of here. Although, what's his name? You know the guy from? Have you seen? It's the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio where he's a stock nigga. Wolf of Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
You seen Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
All right. Jordan Belfort, that nigga.
He got out of jail.
He got out of jail. That's what I'm saying. He did some real kind of like expensive money crime shit too. Yeah. You know what I mean? He got a podcast. Yeah.
He teaching financing classes and shit somehow.
So maybe in like how long ago? How long?
Do that.
Yeah.
If you know the finances, you can do that.
No, but here's the thing. This nigga is known for scamming.
He's known for scamming.
How the fuck
So?
you gonna go?
No, but part of
the whole point of knowing how to scam is knowing how it works.
And
No,
part
no,
of
if
the
you
scam
teach it-
is him selling the class to a nigga. He's just doing it.
There's two levels to it. But I'm gonna say both of y'all right like this because if you actually hear him talk, right, where he goes, the shit they're doing now, if I would have done it back then, they would have been in jail, or I would have been in jail,
For that.
type shit. Where if you hear him talk about like modern shit, like before the housing crisis and shit, he was like, the way these niggas is moving, and like what they're doing with like finances and shit, like they remove so much regulation. He like, if I could operate in this environment, nigga, I would. But also on another tip, this nigga is a perpetual scammer. Even his legit shit is a scam.
Damn, that's crazy.
He can't help but scam, I feel like. I love that he doing his legit shit, but the best thing he can teach niggas is how he was scamming and how shit be a scam now and how to not get caught scamming by not scamming now. Do the legit scam. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, he need to teach people, look, this is how you legally scam. It's not a scam, this is just the business work.
Because to be real, they say the game is sold, not told. But it's like, any of these classes and things you go to, it's like, I'm not saying I've experienced them personally, but I've heard lots of reviews on certain people that have gone to certain classes that I've maybe considered going to. And then people were just like, yeah, these niggas just talk about nothing the whole time. And it's really like you got to pay for the premium course for them to give you any real information.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the real information is just extra bullshit.
Yep. Because they don't want more competitors in the market that they're already doing, or at least like selling them.
It's like the Andrew Tate shit. It's like he's gonna say my course is X, Y, and Z, and part of what he's selling you is the success of his course clearly works because of how much money he makes from it, right? I got 5,000 niggas each giving me 120. That's $150,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? Or $500,000 a month. Like how much is you making? If you want to make it like me, then come take my course. It's just like that other nigga who always used to show up. He got exposed as a fraud. Remember the nigga who he got glasses, looked medium Filipino / Hispanic, and he would show up in front of the cars and he'd be like,
Rich guy, poor that guy, or the other dude.
The other guy where he would show up, he'd be like, oh, this is all my books. He's like, I got books.
Yeah, if you read a certain amount,
yeah.
Yeah, you can also obtain this, like, you know, like.
Yeah, and he would say, also take my course where I teach you how to fucking read enough books or fucking have enough fucking cars to fucking do. But it's always the same. These guys always have the same thing. They're selling a course. They show you how much money they made from doing the shit they do, which is selling the course, and telling niggas how to make money. Doing shit, but not selling the course. It's always, here's how to get passive income, and here are these strategies for niggas to buy 10 houses, leverage them, buy 30 more, and by then you have 40 houses before you're 30 type shit.
But they're not gonna tell you how to go ahead and get the income to buy those houses. Like,
They're not gonna.
Somehow
they're giving you information that you can obviously obtain, but they're giving it to you a certain way where it's like, this is what I do, and then it's like you're giving the money to do what they do.
Yeah. But they're never really. But they don't teach you how to put on their courses, except for some of them do, and that's an even deeper scam because then they're just teaching people how to scam.
Mm.
Cause really, imagine, do universities need to sell you that their degrees are degrees in their shit, and that here's how you can make? They don't say, I'm gonna teach you, like they're trying to sell you the same shit, courses that will make you money, right? But they're not out here trying to like really prove it, other than like, people that graduate from our shit do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't really like talk about it.
And in most instances too, lots of these individuals are already friends of theirs that not necessarily even like graduating from the course, they're just like business partners that they've already ventured with. So it's like, yeah, this guy did it with me, and it's just like, I know you didn't take your course for real. You know what I'm saying?
No, they also have the top graduates be able to join as presenters or whatever type shit.
And they start making money off that shit too.
They start making off that money type shit.
I mean, it's like a pyramid scheme though.
Yeah. That's when it becomes like a pyramid scheme.
I mean, you know, it is what it is, I guess. At the end of the day, they're still making their bread because it's still legit, you know what I'm saying? So
It's so borderline, like, there's so many, like, it's like...
it gives me such, like, mega church vibes.
Yeah, don't get me started on mega churches.
What is mega church?
A mega church is literally what it sounds like. It's churches that are fucking huge. And they're really popular in the South, specifically Texas. Do you know who Joel Osteen is?
Yeah.
He's a mega church pastor.
Hell yeah, I love
my grandma,
fucking Joel Osteen.
My grandma likes Joel Osteen.
I love Joel Osteen. That nigga's a dope dude.
He's a douchebag.
What you mean he's a douchebag?
There was like that hurricane that went through their city, nigga.
Katrina?
No, it was a different hurricane because I don't think he's in.
Yeah, and that's why that mattress store nigga is so OG.
Exactly, because he opened his doors, whereas he's like, nobody can go in the mega church, and they got a huge ass space, nigga.
And it's a church. Like,
and it's a church. You would think that's where the church is hanging out at. Like,
but really, what they do is they try to sell the Lord through the TV.
They slanging.
Yeah.
They slanging God, boy. They slanging God.
I grew up watching Joel Osteen. That's my nigga.
Slanging God.
I don't fuck with that. He realized he's slanging God.
I don't remember shit he said though. I'm gonna be real.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
Because he was just trying to get the bread.
He was just trying to get the bread.
Make sure you pay your tithes.
Make sure you pay your tithes. It'll be paid back 3 times.
Nah,
hey, but if you give, it's not about how much. It's not about how much you give. It's about the intent with which you give. The man who has a lot, who gives a little.
And then with the Lord and how He will repay you for this gracious.
Really asking, is he really saying? It doesn't matter how much a millionaire gives, but if your granny gives you her last dollar, it means more, because it's her last dollar.
Pimping all the grannies since I don't know when, bro.
Yeah, you need while he flying, not feeding niggas, not protecting niggas while he flying around on a private jet. Why a pastor need a private jet? PJ? Why a pastor need a PJ? Tell me.
Why don't he?
Oh, because there's gonna be a God emergency where he need to show up. He need to show up.
Yeah, he gotta go pick up Jesus.
He gotta go
pick up Jesus. What you talking about? Jesus resurrected in the wrong land, so we have to bring him to America. Get him his papers.
What's up?
The first amongst equals has to be the most equal.
Exactly. It's that first among equals type shit. That's exactly correct.
All I'm saying
Great application of that.
Legal communism.
All I'm saying is, when Jesus resurrected in the wrong land, Joel Osteen go
How
get
can
his
Jesus
PJ.
resurrect in the wrong land? How?
I said what I said.
What about all the other pastors that have a claim to going ahead and wanting to go ahead and pull up on too? You know, what about all the other mega church niggas that's saying?
Ain't nobody pulling up on my Jesus.
All right, you trolling.
You're such a troll.
Oh shit. Yeah, hell yeah.
But like, all right, the next thing I wanted to get into though was like we were talking earlier a little bit about trademarks, copyrights, and what was the last one? Patents. What? I thought they were all like the same thing to a degree, you know?
No. So like copyrights is for like works of art basically. Trademarks are for like logos and emblems for a trade. Like when I say a trade, it doesn't specifically mean trade. Like whatever the Marvel logo is, or like the Google, like how Google represents their shit. That's their trademark.
Basically,
that
it's a
logo
business
is,
brand, right? That's essentially what
yeah.
you're saying?
That shit goes. They probably have that shit trademarked, right?
And patents are also towards ideas?
All of these things are towards ideas, but there's different types of ideas. Patents are towards mechanisms and processes. Copyright is like works of art and works of art and literature. So like books, movies, TV, song. Yeah, books, movies, TV, song. What else? Video games.
Video games. Those are patents.
Copyrights. No, they have copyright. But elements of video games can be patented because those systems are mechanical systems.
So mechanical systems are patents.
Like
so
what?
Mechanical systems
like this, but it's horrible when people start patenting game systems because it makes it so that they're not usable in other games.
Okay.
Perfect example.
Unless they buy into it, right?
Unless they buy the license, yeah. But sometimes people just don't let other people use the thing they patented.
Because they make, or they just make it super expensive too.
But it's either way, they just make it so where somebody else can't use it for whatever reason. You don't have, like, if you own the patent, like, I have to convince you to let me use it, and you can just be as irrational as you want and say no, I don't.
Yeah, because you already patented it.
I already patented it. Yeah. I might think, however, no matter how you do it, no matter what you pay me, you're gonna implement it wrong. Even though you're gonna use my thing, you're gonna use it on something stupid that I don't like, and I never want anybody else to use it unless I make it, and I'm the only one that makes it.
And that's bad.
Now, how can you get out of using a patent by let's just say a game system that
you slightly change it enough, right?
Yeah, but what is enough to change,
And that's where the whole problem of patent trolls and even copyright trolls become a thing, where it's like it wasn't even in Silicon Valley, where there's people who will find random songs from like the 1920s that have a particular riff or melody that is similar to something modern, right? And they'll buy the older thing, and then they'll sue the person who has like a snippet of something that sounds similar in their song, and rather than the person wanting to fight it, they'll just pay for the thing.
The reverse is true though too, because I heard about it within the food community. There was this guy who basically made this version of chili oil and put a patent on it, I think. But then what he was doing was suing these older companies that basically had the same chili oil recipe but didn't have a patent on it.
Oh, yeah. Because they don't have a patent, he can sue them because they're basically infringing on his patent.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, they already had a business around it. Certain things been around for like generations and shit like that. But obviously, due to the way the law works, they niggas can't, do certain things. And it's kind of low-key fucked up because it's scummy because it's like, oh, you just got this idea from somebody else, but because they, look at it as just like something that people.
Shit, I mean, somebody could probably listen to this right now and go look up some shit that they like and go do the shit.
Yeah. If niggas don't have a patent on it.
Yeah.
Or copyright, or whatever appropriate IP protection.
But then also too, even if you go do that, if you don't, because like a nigga like that, where he already has the money and he's built community and things of that nature and has like millions in the bank, he can go ahead and sue these niggas and go win that battle in court. Like, let's say that me and you go put a patent on something that exists right now that's been making millions of dollars through a company, and they look at us and they're just like, nigga, we don't need to settle with you. We're just gonna take you to court, and if you don't have the money to pay the lawyer fee.
What, though?
Okay, so
yeah, they wouldn't be taking us to court. We'd be the ones taking them to court. It would cost them money
for them in the first place.
If we lose.
Well, if we lose, what do you mean?
Like, those are contingencies of outcomes of the court case. Like, you don't automatically pay a nigga's lawyer fees.
Nope. Their lawyer fees are probably 10 times as much as ours would be.
Yeah, because they got more expensive lawyers.
Okay,
we find a lawyer who's in on the fucking patent with us, who is part of buying the patent, who's going to help us litigate for it. So him, like, let's say we all together, and us and some lawyer, became some fucking patent hawk douchebags, right? And with the decent amount of money where we can just buy the right patents, right? And then go after these companies that have millions of dollars, right? If it's right for us, especially if it's right for the lawyer, he's like, I'm gonna get paid out hella, and we can definitely defend this or fucking prosecute or fucking whatever this shit. Then
then it's worth it.
Yeah, because I mean, but although on the other side, Paul does have a point. Like, their lawyers do tend to be like paid for on retainer niggas that's
Ready to go.
handling shit.
So just
Real
already
dogs.
ready to go.
Them
Okay.
niggas was already being there. It's not new for them to be there. They'll stay there, and they've been there since being there.
And the
was
lawyer
being
that
there.
we sued, like,
He's like, I've already been paid for this.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
but like the lawyer that we're using or whatever, potentially, like, he's gonna look at it like this, regardless of
Well,
how
his
long it
the
goes.
outcome is part of his income.
Yeah, I know, but the outcome is like this: if he wins, he gets big bread. If he loses, we still gotta pay him, and that's why that's where our
No.
issue
If he
was.
was,
Nah,
he
nah.
was, if he was a part of our partnership in buying the patent, the
Oh.
part of the partnership of us buying the patent would
Yeah,
be,
it wouldn't be
this
like-
nigga is the lawyer part of handling shit. Where we let's say the three of us together have the combined mind of what is the right patent to go for, and he's the nigga that litigates for us, right? Then they'd be like, okay, well, we come together and we buy the patent together, and he'll litigate as part of what, he gets paid out. Maybe he gets paid out a little bit of a larger percentage because he has to do the litigation, but we would get paid out according to our partnership agreement amongst the buying of the patent.
Yeah,
we
so
just
if
keep
we
that nigga
lost,
on
it
retainer.
wouldn't be like, yeah.
It's not even him on retainer; it's part of the
No,
partnership.
yeah.
And then we would keep him on
No,
retainer, because
it's
if
just
you-
part of the.
Nah, it would just be only part of
It's
that.
just part of the partnership.
Like,
Well, okay, so the
he'd
partnership
be a
would be-
contract
okay.
player in our future endeavors. Maybe.
In separate stuff, but in that he's a
but
partner.
yeah.
Okay.
And he would just, that would be a part of explaining his things, like, until it grows to where we can just have it be an automatic machine with people that we can replace the positions of Chris, Paul, and Metallic Cat 206, right?
Why didn't you say Brian?
And Metallic Cat 206.
Why gotta be Chris Paul and Brian?
Metallic Cat 206.
Why can't be CJ Hero wavyp and Metallica do it? Like, why gotta be
Because
Chris
cjbangerz, wavyp, and Metallic Cat 206
Paul?
all got to the point where they could level up and replace niggas, right? So no longer did cjbangerz have to be working at the partnership, and no longer did wavyp have to be working at the partnership, neither did Metallic Cat 206 or the lawyer, but the income from all that shit could pay for new niggas to go out and find shit and litigate shit. Then we would just pay those niggas as employees, and then we would just continue to get paid out percentages from the partnership.
Yeah.
Just become its own machine of hunting down patents to fuck up niggas' businesses and be assholes with it.
We'd be scumbags. We'd be rich. Yeah. Let's edit
I
out
mean,
that
there are
whole
scumbags.
15-minute conversation.
What?
We don't need these people to have that idea.
What?
It's our idea. We're gonna keep that. safe
No,
amongst
this is
ourselves.
What do you
known.
mean it's
We
known?
putting people on.
Are you trying to put people on with this?
You be putting people on with all the legitimate
So,
scams
are
out
we-
there.
are we
You know how many
looking for
legitimate
employees?
scams there are out there?
No, I
boy?
don't. How many legitimate scams are there? Please continue to explain.
I mean, they're stealing water, but that's illegal.
It's not illegal if you pay the fines.
You gotta have a big enough infrastructure and enough money to be able to move a bunch of
Yeah.
water and absorb enough fines.
Yeah, I know.
So how much does it cost to potentially be able to?
You gotta create a shield. Of
Nah,
money.
you have to have your system
Yeah,
already
basically,
in
you
order.
gotta have the
Yeah,
biggest trick.
yeah.
You
The
have to
biggest
have your
trick in all
system-
these legal scams is having a big money shield.
You'd have to have
Yeah.
you'd have to have your systems already in order, right? Like, let's say you'd have to have
But
the
you know
factory
what?
ready
You know what?
to go.
You say that, but if you had enough money, you could have all that.
Yeah.
But I know. But here's what I'm saying though, right? You'd have to have the water ready to go. You'd have the factories ready to go. You'd have to have the
Nah,
workers
water
ready
ready to go. What you mean? It's
water out everywhere.
Yeah, no. What I mean is
Fuck
like
outta there.
you'd have to have the source to potentially be able to bottle it, so that you could then sell it.
Nah, nigga, there's so many companies I can ship the water to. All I gotta do is just transfer the water from the water which we're at.
So you about to scoop it with your hands?
That's it. You feel me?
You about to
Transfer
scoop it
the
with your
water
hands?
where the water at.
Nah, he about to get big old like
Nah,
fuel
that's
truck
it.
type diesel
Yeah,
shit.
big diesel trucks that's just filled with water, nigga.
Then-
And then
then-
every
then-
time I pull out a certain gallon or whatever, they charge me on that because I got this big ass money shield.
No, they don't charge you.
It don't
They
matter.
don't charge
so
you
then I
until
pay
they find
this
out that's what you're
whatever.
doing. Number one.
But then they back charge on everything I've ever pulled out
How do you know?
because they gonna log it.
Was all this water from there? And you like, I got a bit from here, got a bit from there.
Yeah, but at that point I'm lying, so then therefore I go to jail. If I just tell
If they
them.
catch you,
Exactly. That's the whole. Because remember, with
but
certain
we
scammers-
talking about legally
Yeah,
scamming.
we
you
just
actually talking
yeah.
about scamming.
Yeah, you talking about scamming.
We
at
talking
that
about
point.
legally scamming.
Yeah, we talk. I'm literally saying I can go get some water from XYZ, wherever water come from in these little local areas.
Yeah,
I can go
agree.
pull it out and be like, yo, this
I
is my
agree.
water. You feel me? And then boom, and then let's just say they catch me like, yo, you from your business record that you've created under selling this water, it seems as though you've made this much or whatever, and every time you sell a gallon or whatever the fuck, this is what the dollar amount is to the gallon.
Yeah.
So they're gonna fine you for this. But I got a big ass money shield, and I'm making 3 times what they already charging me. So I'm like, fuck it, all right, just
But
pay
what
it.
I'm saying is like if you're
And every time I just keep on
filling
doing
up
it,
this
pay it.
tanker to water with water anyways, like, and you're paying the fines, I'm assuming it's based upon the area that you're getting the water in. So it's like, yeah, you need to get a little here, a little there. You're just paying the fines based upon the jurisdiction because it's already going to be
I just
multiplied
rather
based
just
upon
get it
whatever
from
it
one place consistency.
is. I mean,
You
maybe.
might not be able to get it from one place.
Exactly.
consistently.
So you might
that's
have to
true.
go somewhere else, go and grab it. What if you dry that motherfucker out? You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, I'll pay the fines till I dry it out. You know what I'm saying? But then like,
Nah,
boom.
once you dry it out, it's a whole different fine.
Is it?
Yeah, because at that point, you basically changed the whole ecosystem or infrastructure that probably was doing something for other places. So therefore, like,
Okay,
you
just fine.
you just short.
I'm
Well,
not saying you need to jump for that. You didn't.
you may not giant. You might like, lose your company.
Everything you're doing right now might lose your company if you don't have enough money. What are you talking about?
True. You got a point
Oh,
there.
you're right. You're right. You actually, no, you're right. Oh shit, yeah, fuck it. Pay the fine.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yep.
We don't know how many lakes some
Fuck
niggas
that
have dried
pop,
out. Nigga, global warming's a thing.
Yep. Fuck that fine.
Fuck it, nigga. You gonna drink the water? It's gonna come
So
back.
you're saying?
The ocean's just a pond in my world.
So you're saying you guys wouldn't want to be patent douchebags?
I would. Yeah, no, I said fuck it. Yeah, I don't care about how they feel about me.
Okay. You would, but so you'd prefer to be a water stealer, a water?
No, I wouldn't be a water thief at all. I was just talking about the idea.
What would be your legal scam then?
What would be my legal scam?
Yeah.
Shit.
Do you even know about enough of the legal scam?
Yeah, I mean, buying and selling shoes, that's a good legal scam.
That is a good legal scam.
Yeah, that's something I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be it. Like, you know, magic cards, legal scam.
Legal scam, yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? You know.
I mean, you're not really scamming. You know, market price.
Nah, you know, the market price, you feel me? Yeah, but you ain't, did you read the market 2 days ago, though? You ain't checked the market, though?
What's the?
It just went up $4. Look,
Nah,
yeah,
we got
you
apps for
$4,
that. We got apps for that.
Nah, but look.
Nah, but we got
my
apps for
$4
that.
working, your
I
I
phone
was saying we
there.
got apps for that.
Yeah, legal
You
scam,
get out of
legal
here.
scam.
Get out of
Legal
here.
scam, make it apps
We
for
got
it.
apps for that.
Legal scam, make
You're not
it
gonna
apps
just
for it.
quote me a number and then
You
be
see,
like
look, you should-
$4 because the
I
market
took a
just
screenshot.
changed today.
I took a screenshot.
Nah,
though. Look at the
player.
price. Look at the price.
We're using TCG player mid.
It is.
We're using TCG
It is.
player
I took a
mid.
screenshot.
We're not
I
using
took a screenshot of it.
screenshots of it from earlier today. Nah, we
Yeah,
going
we
right
go
now
right
at
now.
the
When I changed the
deal.
source
Trade
code.
and
Yeah,
market
the
changes
deal.
second
When I
by
changed the
second.
display
Second
source
by the
code.
second. Like,
We
get
go
outta
with
here.
minute consistency.
I've changed the display source code to
Nah.
make Shieldred from 100 to 120. So then you buy it for 120, but then
That's illegal scamming.
Yeah, because now
I'm
you're
talking
not
about a
going-
legal scam. You
It's-
just go like this. Okay, look.
I won a children tournament. Now I'm selling it. That's a legal scam.
It's like let's say I got 10 cards
Mhm.
and you got a Shieldred. I trade you
10
and
cards,
you're like
yeah,
a
for
little
sure.
bit younger and a little bit not as in tune
You're
with
like,
things.
Let me get
I'm
that
like,
children.
I'm like, look, I got these 10 cards for your one card. That's an even trade right there.
Yeah.
Actually, low key, here. You're screwing me over because you're getting 10 times as
Like,
many
matter of fact, let me
cards.
Get this mini on top. Like, hey, give it like, let me give you like 4 limbs. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a crabapple core heart, shoreline snapper, juvenile meadow, gloom widow, goblin replica, and soldier replica, all for children.
And that's so much power and
You
toughness.
can almost make a deck. That's 10 cards.
That's 10 cards type shit.
You-
That's the legal
what?
scam in Magic. Whenever you see somebody talking about, I'll put more on top of this trade, you know they're fucking the other person over.
You're just like, look, as a matter of fact, let me throw this in for
Let me, look, since you're fucking me in this trade already, fuck me harder. Like, anytime you see somebody talking about,
shit.
let me throw this foil on this bitch as a little trade topper, they're fucking you over.
Nigga be like, matter of fact, bro, look.
Although not always, because sometimes
You
I
can
just
keep-
throw a foil on as a
Bro,
trade
you can
topper.
keep
'cause fuck it.
$60 because I'm gonna let you feel. You keep that as gas money, bro.
Right.
Instead of it being $1,500, I charge you $12, bro. Just and then 12, you can actually $11.40 or so, whatever that minus 60 would be, bro. Just let me just get the. All right, you grab the car. Here's the title. All right, my guy, you take care. Call nigga back, number don't work. Nigga made it 10 minutes up the street and shit.
Did that happen to you?
Legal scam.
That happened. You got legally scammed. I mean, I sold you the car. It worked and everything was registered.
As soon as it left, it was working. I don't know what you did when you turned the corner.
Legal scam.
Hey, it's like I had the children.
It's like niggas that sell the, you know, the J's that have never been worn that disintegrate.
Yeah. Because they've been in a box for so long.
They have the compression glue and stuff that never work. That doesn't work.
Like, because it's so old, like it's older shit made with older material. So like, because the air on oxygen and shit on it wears it down. But because it's never been worn, it won't look like it. But nigga, as soon as you wear them bitches, bro, like you'll step one time, bro, and the pressure, the weight of it just melts the shoe.
Melts it? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Falls apart.
Like literally just sinks into itself.
You ever
Like
seen
have
Thugaboo?
you seen Play-Doh?
No, you seen Thugaboo?
What?
Thugaboo?
I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Marlon Wayne's cartoon?
No.
Well, there's like, alright, so one of the characters, I think their parents own a sweatshop, and they're like making fake Jordans, like in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the characters like, "Where's the Jordans?" As he's walking, like them bitches just doo.
Yeah, like slowly just fall off. Yeah, like every step a piece just like falls off, and
like
it's
the
like
soul and the strings came off, and the tongue came out.
Yeah.
And niggas just walking down the street with nothing on his foot.
Yeah, that'll happen to real Jordans.
Yeah.
If you don't wear them.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that. I thought shit just worked the way it was supposed
like you can
to.
just wipe, like you can even take your thumb and just wipe away the whole shit. It's kind of weird.
Well, that's just
The whole
deterioration
soul.
then, right? Is that because it's not exposed to weather conditions in order to go ahead and actually...
I don't know what it is. 'Cause
Shoes were designed to be worn, and one thing I know about is there's this glue that holds the sole of your shoe to the bottom of the material that makes up where you put your foot in.
shoe glue.
And it was like this compression based glue that when they put it on, it gets stronger as you step on it more.
So it's never used, and it just basically loses all whatever the fuck gives it its sticky value, right?
Yeah. But also, like, other parts of the shoe are also, like, shoes are meant to be worn from what I understand. So it's like, if you ever seen a Jordan that's never been worn fall apart, you'll just understand, like, yeah, if you want shoes to maintain value, you got to maintain them, clean them and shit, and wear them.
Make sure they're new, essentially.
That's
right?
like, yeah.
Oh shit, is that shit? Oh, word.
She about to be hopping in the podcast?
Yeah, if you want.
Are we going to pause it when she comes up here?
No, we can just keep it rolling.
We can keep it rolling? We're going to let her know that it's rolling.
She knows it's already rolling.
She knows it's rolling right now?
Yeah.
I got to get confirmation.
Okay.
Yeah, I know
She said confirmation.
Oh, my bad.
I'm not trying to just record people illegally.
Two-way state. Yeah, I feel you. We're in a two-way state.
Not a two-way
Hey,
state.
we talking about legal
It is two-way,
scams.
yeah.
Two-party state.
Oh, sorry. Here we go. Two-part.
Do you consent to be recorded on a podcast?
I consent.
You consent? Okay, she consented, guys. We don't do
Did the
things without
podcast hear
consent.
it?
No, they don't need to hear shit. She said like a
wrong?
weird nigga.
You didn't even ask me if I was sober to consent.
No, you're sober to consent. You're not allowed to walk into my house not sober.
Well.
It's just like shit in your pants.
Well, can't do that shit either, huh?
Yeah, no shit in your pants.
Make sure you
Anyway.
keep your drawers clean.
What do we call you, Shell?
Yeah.
Hey,
Thanks.
Shell.
Thanks.
We were just talking about all sorts of bullshit. We were talking about hacking, patents, and trademarks and copyrights.
And then we had a lot of side combos in between that too. Those were just our bullet points, to be real.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What were we just now talking about?
We were just talking about legal scams.
Trademarks legal scam.
Yeah, well, no,
Patent hawking.
these patent douchebags where they buy patents and then fucking like just a little piece of what you're doing kind of matches what they're doing, and then they sue the shit out of you, and then they're like
Coca-Cola and their fucking logo. I mean, not their logo, their font.
their font. They got their own font.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit like
Really?
that. Exactly.
That's the
Oh,
font.
for the Coca-Cola symbol and shit. Yeah. Yeah, shit like that.
Oh, that's deep. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. There's also, oh my god, I watched this is some real nerd shit. I watched an entire fucking documentary about the font Helvetica.
What's the font Helvetica?
It's supposed to be
Helvetica.
like the
That's
best
right.
font. It's supposed to be like the best font of all time.
Times New Roman is the best font.
That's for
Nah.
fucking, that's, ugh.
I hate the way Times New
Ugh.
Roman looks.
Ugh. You know how much of a pleb you sound like to somebody who understands Helvetica?
Oh god.
Talking about, you know how many serifs you just mentioned right now?
What?
Oh my god, he doesn't even.
Can we
I'm
get
just
rid of
talking
formatting?
Huh?
Can we get rid of formatting too, like APA format?
MLA.
Nah, we
format.
need that. We need
No,
that.
I don't like that.
Mm-mm.
Just
Why
say
do
what
we
you gotta
need
say.
No, it makes it so
Formatting,
niggas can
exactly.
like verify shit and look shit up.
Just say what you gotta say.
I feel like MLA
I had to write
format's
something in
cool.
MLA format in such a long goddamn time. I'm like, oh shit, I'd have to look up MLA format, nigga.
MLA format is easy.
You just put the quote in the
Yeah.
bitch and then put the reference to the
that's
bitch
it.
at the
That's
back,
literally
nigga.
it. That's literally
Put
it.
the quote in the bitch and put the reference to the bitch in the back.
That's
And
it.
then it's like-
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
actually it.
name,
Yeah. That's it.
class,
Put the foot. Oh my bad. Put the footnote at the bottom.
something
Put
else,
the bibliography with the
something
reference to the
else.
bitch in the back.
Yeah,
Title.
and make sure it's in alphabetical order. That's
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
we're excited.
Yeah,
Works cited.
Works
That's
cited
it.
ain't that difficult.
Works
But that's
cited.
MLA.
That's-
APA and all that other shit, I don't really understand.
I only know APA. Cause
I'm talking about that
I had to
shit where
do
you
both,
gotta-
and I don't remember either. But I know this basically.
MLA
It's simple.
MLA,
nigga.
yeah.
All I know is it's simple either way. You have a reference, whether it be quotes, whether it be what you're talking about. You saying, hey, this nigga in this book said some shit. You gotta say, oh, this book over here said some shit. You usually want to quote that shit or paraphrase or summarize that shit, and then fucking reference that bitch came from this bitch over here. And if you read the same shit I read,
Mm-hmm.
it should
You'll
be
see that
summarized
shit.
or quoted or paraphrased.
So you can
Same
understand where my
exact
thought
way
came
I'm
from.
talking
Yeah,
about
I
it.
understand.
Yeah.
I know that one.
America in this bitch.
Yeah.
Like we be fucking references out this bitch.
Yep.
I remember back when I used to need to stretch words for essays, so I picked a long ass fucking quote.
That our teachers didn't count those.
My teacher didn't care.
Our teachers didn't count the quotes as part of the fucking word count.
What?
See?
That doesn't make
Outta
sense.
So your
here.
teachers out there, because
Does-
so your teachers
wait,
out there were doing.
Wait, your teachers didn't count.
We got the quote as part of the
quote
word
as
count.
part of-
That's
those
crazy.
are words.
Cause niggas
Cause
had
it's
whole
not your word.
niggas had whole blocks this big.
He looked at me
Fuck
when he said niggas.
out of here.
It doesn't
Fuck
make-
out of here.
Okay,
They
at that
weren't
point,
his
that's
words.
stupid.
It's your words.
Hey, 2 or 3
we
quotes.
need
2 or 3
your
quotes.
words.
2 or 3 quotes. I get a good 2-3 pages out of that 5, dog.
That's crazy. That's
That's
crazy that
crazy.
you're quoting that hard. You got 2 pages from 3 quotes, nigga.
That's
As you can
crazy.
see,
You shouldn't be quoting that hard. Quotes
As
should
you can
just
see,
should be the salient point you bring it
Hey,
up. Like
yeah.
bring me closer to what you
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah,
my
Hey,
nigga.
as you can
I'm
see-
not trying to
Yeah,
be
that's
like
the whole point that
page
you're quoting about. Yeah.
paragraph 1 through 3 is a goddamn quote,
quote.
nigga.
Nah,
Tell me,
hey, I
tell
did-
me what
hey.
we're talking about, please.
Hey, no, look.
Please.
So,
For real.
look.
I feel like I'm
When I
reading
used
the
to write
story,
essays-
a whole new story.
That's what
like
I'm
we
saying.
like where was like we talk about fish, right?
Yeah.
Your essay supposed to be about fish, but the next thing you know you have like you pulling a quote from an autobiography from whatever marine biologist and shit, and then you pull out a whole 3 paragraphs of his whole shit talking about his life and shit. You're like, whoa, what the fuck did this come from?
Because that would be smart.
I feel like to give him a little bit more credit, he wouldn't necessarily be off the rails, but he used to have some shit about fish and have a whole shit that starts with like a Wikipedia entry for fish type shit, describing what a fish is and all this other shit. Before he really get into, well, a fish is basically, and then requotes the fucking whole article, half of that bitch, and then says, so a fish moves like, and then quotes another part of the article. Yeah.
Well,
Like a
I mean,
whole
you gotta
ass
be
section.
structured with it. Like you can't just randomly throw a quote in that bitch. I'd be like, as you can see, Holden Caulfield proves to be a untrustworthy narrator through how he acts here. Nigga describe the whole scene.
Nah, you can't do the whole, I mean, maybe you could do the whole scene, but you can't do the whole scene.
Nah, I used to get knocked down points, but it was just enough to get my word count up, dog. It's just like, what the fuck am I going to talk about? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. Where you get stretchy with the word count, the trick used to
My
be
teacher do
saying,
this. My teacher, every essay, they'd be like this. Paul, yet again, ... And then put the end part, ... You don't need to include the whole thing. Nigga, I was just legal scams. Nigga.
no. So my legal scam for word count would just be saying some shit in a long-winded way, or I'd be like,
So you're doing the exact same thing, just with your own words.
but I would do it clean as fuck, though.
And
I'll do it clean as fuck. I'm telling you, because I would follow all the rules of the writing and shit the way they wanted it. Like, present some shit, opening topic sentence, boop, 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 supporting this, fucking opening fucking paragraph, that, fucking supporting some shit here, boom, 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 with some quotes. but also saying, as we can see from our narrator coming into the scene in such a manner, we can understand that he is likely to be untrustworthy overall from his approach to the situation that we see following. Type shit. When you just say, this shows he's an untrustworthy narrator.
Type shit.
Just add the words.
I mean, even with adding the words, nigga, it's just like,
It is work though.
niggas don't want to write the essay in the first place. I'm just like, fuck it. Because even with the Wikipedia thing, like, one of the things that we were not allowed to do was, what the hell?
I never had a problem with writing essays.
Pause.
Oh. Anyway, I don't remember what the fuck we were saying. Everything got interrupted. Shit's crazy out here. Niggas is moving crazy. But, I mean, what more do we really have to say? We want to close it out? You got some last comments for niggas to really put on their mind about how you can legally scam?